Well, hello there everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's Space Cowboy here with another video for you guys here today. And we have another Cowboys game on the horizon. The Dallas Cowboys are set to host the Seattle Seahawks on Thursday Night Football on Amazon Prime. And this is a huge game in the NFC playoff picture. From the perspective of Dallas, you win this game to get to 9-3. You solidify your spot as the NFC's 5th seed with a probable date with the NFC South winner, and you still stay in the chase for the NFC East title. For the Seahawks, you win this game, you get to 7-5, you get the tiebreaker over Dallas, and you stay within the NFC playoff picture as things are starting to tighten down the winding stretch of the NFL season. Now, there is an expectation by many people in the media that the Cowboys should be able to go out there on Thursday Night Football and take care of business against Seattle. And I have the same opinion as well. And we're going to go through what the Cowboys have to do to beat Seattle, because this is not going to be an easy game for the Cowboys whatsoever, because this is the start of their gauntlet of teams that have winning records, which I hope that people in the media don't start to discredit them as we go through them. So now what do the Cowboys have to do to avoid losing out on the NFC East title race and prevent themselves being in a tighter NFC wildcard race? I think it's going to come down to the Cowboys defense versus the Seattle offense. Where I think you're going to win this game is making Seattle one-dimensional through the air. You shut down that rush attack of Seattle and you force Geno Smith to beat you. Now he does have some weapons to work with. He's got Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, JSN, and a couple other guys in that mix as well. However, if you've been watching Seattle, which I don't expect everybody to if you're a Cowboys fan, but in terms of what I've been seeing and going into this matchup, Seattle offensively hasn't been the greatest. They've been getting the job done. However, a key theme is that if you make Geno Smith try to beat you, you can win the game. You shut down their rush attack, and Geno Smith has not done a really good job at getting the ball out quickly. He's like in the bottom part of the league in terms of, getting the ball out to his targets, and that's not good. And so when you factor for the Cowboys pass rush, and if they're able to get to Geno Smith early and often, and the Cowboys get up on the scoreboard early, you can make this thing come down like an avalanche. And so that's what I'm hoping the Cowboys do there. The other thing, too, is Geno Smith is banged up, so I'm not sure if he'll be more willing to run the football and be willing to do certain scrambling maneuvers, whatever the case may be. But I'm not expecting Seattle to just lie down and just give Dallas the W. This will be a tough game for the Cowboys. Seattle understands that they need to win this game to avoid being in the mush that is all the teams with 6 losses. And that's where I look at the other teams in the NFC, and they're going to be watching this game too. They are probably going to be rooting for us to beat Seattle so that they have a chance to make the postseason. We're talking about teams like Green Bay. We're talking about teams like the Saints, whatever the case may be. So, as we're getting closer to this matchup, if the Cowboys allow Seattle to do things offensively, it's not going to be as easy. Now, of course, the Cowboys offense should be able to do its thing versus Seattle's defense. Is Seattle's defense terrible? Not necessarily, but in terms of the defenses the Cowboys have faced, I feel like Carolina has a better defense than Seattle in terms of what they're going up against. I think that you look at the other, you can maybe argue that Washington maybe has a better secondary/defense. I don't know. But I think the key thing here is you shut down Seattle on offense and you can win this game. I'm not expecting a high-scoring affair because a lot of these Thursday night games have not been high-scoring affairs. I'm probably thinking it's going to be maybe like a 27-13 or 17 type of game for Dallas. I don't need flashiness. I just need another W. Get to 9-3, you celebrate the win, and we move forward. You lose this game, am I going to be pissed? Not really, but you should be able to win this game. At this juncture going into the Seattle game, I had Dallas at 7-4. Right now they're 8-3 ahead of schedule. So I want them to get to 9-3, stay ahead of schedule, and you have a big showdown next week. So if you take care of business, you have the mini bye, and you move forward. We saw what happened last year where Dallas screwed their chances up of winning the division in the NFC East title and the number 1 seed because they lost to a team like Jacksonville, who wasn't terrible, but you allowed them to come back in that game even though you pretty much won the game. And so you need to continue winning games. Let's get to 9-3. Let's take care of business. And then we just move forward, ladies and gentlemen. So with that being said, I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll look to see what happened after the game. I'll be watching the game, of course, but the video for the aftermath might take a bit, depending on, if I have time to record it. So please leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys. Goodbye.